Hey guys, my name is Connor Beauman, and today I'll be talking about how experiences in our lives that may appear negative at first or may even positive aren't necessarily always how they seem and really only how the future will tell. And so I want to start this speech with a short story that kind of encompasses the meaning of this speech. And so there was once a Chinese farmer who had a horse. His horse runs away one day, and all the other villagers in his village come up to him and console him for his bad luck. Like, oh my God, your horse ran away. That sucks, right? And the farmer only says maybe. So then the next day, the horse comes back, but the horse also brings 10 other wild horses. And so so basically at this point, the farmer's rich, right? And so the other villagers come up and they're like, oh my God, he has such good luck. That's great. Congratulations. And the farmer only says maybe. And so then the next day, the farmer's son, while riding one of these new horses, falls off and breaks his arm. Yet again, villagers come in. Oh my God, your luck sucks. I feel so sorry for you. And then the farmer only says maybe. So then the next day, some warlord comes into the village, and they're rounding up all the boys to fight in the military. And because the farmer's son's arm is broken, he can't fight, so he gets to stay. And yet again, villagers like, oh my God, your luck's so good, whatnot. And so and then the farmer yet again says maybe. So the point of that rather repetitive story is one day's misfortune or fortune coming into the future. What it appears to be now is not necessarily what it'll be when you look back on it. And so last summer, actually, I broke my arm, and at that point in time, I was really looking forward to my summer plans. The school year was just wrapping up, and I was looking forward to going out in the woods, working out, working in general, all the different good stuff that I had planned, and all that kind of got ruined because my arm was fractured and dislocated. Oh, I broke both the freaking arms both the bones in my forearm and dislocated my wrist. It was all sorts of messed up. It was all janked. And so anyway, and how I did that was I was squatting, right? I was with my barbell on my back, and I missed one of the side supports because I had failed the rep, because as you do, and it just fell right off. Or rather, sorry, it fell right off on this side, fell back, and then my arm landed kind of like down like right here, and then the weight kind of just like crunched my arm backwards. So regardless, all these future plans I had for this great summer, get some wrestling in, get some work in, all got canceled basically within a day. And I was in the hospital, they bent my arm back into place, gave me a temporary cast. Fast forward a little bit, I'm out of the hospital, and I really got nothing to do. Life kind of sucks. Wasn't exactly in the plans to break my arm. And so, I kind of just started playing video games all day. And that was a bit of a bummer, and I kind of got my act together, and I decided to start taking some online classes that I wasn't previously going to take because I was going to be doing other stuff, basically. And so during my hospital experience, back up a little bit. Prior to my hospital experience, I was interested in becoming a special forces person, right? And there's 4 different jobs within special forces, and I was torn. Originally, I wanted to be a special forces engineer sergeant. In my experience in the hospital, how much confidence the doctors had, and how they just bent my arm back in place, and then a couple weeks later, it's good as new, was kind of a cool experience for me, and I wanted to be able to help people in that sort of way. And so I came out of the hospital with a new perspective on my future. And so fast forward a little bit in the future, arm's all good, cast is off, I'm working again. I finished, over the summer, I had finished a bunch of online classes, which originally was in the books. I had new perspective on my future. I knew what I wanted to do for a job now, which is pretty sick, and I still want to be, I'm actually, after college, I'd like to go be a ranger medic, and then eventually I'll be a special forces medic. And so, all in all, originally the misfortune of my arm breaking, and that kind of ruined my summer. And it took quite a while to actually recover from that. My muscles, all my big gains that I had been building kind of dissipated, as you might imagine. But after the summer's over, I got classes done I didn't think I was going to do. So right now, I barely have any classes in high school. I'm free to do what I want to do, which is really sick. And, all in all, what the misfortune of breaking my arm, which I interpreted originally as kind of a sucky deal, turned out to be a really good experience for me because I had kind of learned new things about myself, my future, got a bunch of work done I didn't think I was going to get done. I never didn't plan on doing that originally. And so all in all, kind of the whole point of the story is today's misfortune may not be a misfortune. And if you look at it right, it'll probably be opportunity you're going to look back on. And it's going to be a really good experience for you. So I'm Connor Bowen. That was my narrative speech. I hope you enjoyed. And off to the next one.